Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that number one lieutenant in seniority that needs to retire already, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have him smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: El Skid, Nathan, Scott, Mika Boy, Ramon, Lead with Love, Albert 12, Soulstar LA, Coach Ken, Miguel Lara, AI Vega, Marshall, John Wick, Esquiel, Miguel, Let Our Actions Under the Christ, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Chevelle 66, Gigi, Abuelita's Journey, and Daus Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, again, hit that link in the description below. You definitely do not want to miss out. This episode right here, man, it's a good one. It's a good one, right? Money, titles, and power. Something that I've seen through my experience working in the California Department of Corrections for 16 years. As an officer, that's a title. As a sergeant, another title. And a lieutenant, hey, another title, right? I get daily asked, should I still join the California Department of Corrections? I hear your stories. I hear your horror stories. I'm in backgrounds. Should I pull out of backgrounds? Look, in life, right? Life, L-I-F-E, life. People, in any occupation, in anything you do, people are going to chase money. People are gonna chase titles, and people are gonna chase power for different, various reasons, right? Every individual is built different, has different agendas, has different motives, right? Some are good, others are the opposite of good. Fucking far out. We're talking Marcus Pollard. We're talking, you know who, the one that was chief deputy warden at the time. She's now been promoted to headquarters, right? Being a good person is straight evil, right? I was fortunate to have joined the Army at 17 years old. That's a little boy, man. That's a kid. Aside from that, I mean, anybody could have just joined the Army at 17. The platoon that I was in Germany, my unit, with the leaders that I was in, by far the best leaders in the world, right? And some of them are not here anymore because they were killed in action, in war. But none of this shit was by coincidence, man. Like, there's a reason why I was fucking exposed to that initially, right? That's where, the human brain does not stop developing till the age of 26. So I'm soaking in all this knowledge, leadership, right? Those great leaders did not give two fucks about their title, about their rank. They were staff sergeants, E6. Right, with chevrons, a little rocker on the bottom. E5s, sergeants, chevrons, man. Everybody knows. You say anybody. You go to the mall. You see a security guard. You see that guy right there. That guy has some stripes. That guy's a sergeant right there. That guy's a supervisor of these security guards, right? That just is a fabric. that is just a piece of fabric on a uniform. That is just a piece of brass or on a collar, right? Not once did any of those guys say, "I'm a staff sergeant. You will listen to me." Oh, fuck. It makes me nauseous to even think that they would say that. Right? Let me tell you guys something that I used to tell my peers. Because they had a hard time with this. It's quite surprising how people have a hard time with being a good person. It's quite awe-striking, really. I used to tell them, if you have to tell people that you are in charge, you're not in charge. Period. Right? They just couldn't get through to those troops, right? They're fucking over here dropping the martillo, trying to rule with an iron fist. Is there a time to rule, so to say, with an iron fist? Yeah. If you're getting your ass shot off in Iraq, you need to fucking move from point A to point B. Hey, you, get the fuck over there right now before we all get shot the fuck up, right? Get the fuck up. Bitch, I ain't got time to explain. Thank me later. Motherfucker, send me a care package, right? That would be power in a very hostile situation. That's not what I'm talking about. Charge! Yeah, the managers in California Department of Corrections, they're yelling, charge! From their office. Like, who the fuck said that? Who said charge? I'm gonna write you up. Fuck. Don't you know who I am? Fuck. Motherfucker, Bill, do you hear something? The fucking moscas. Mosquitos, la verga. So power, right? Titles. Aside from that, my sergeants in the army, you fucking you have a problem with them, or you have a problem with anything that's being put down the pipeline, right? Because you know it's coming from the top. You better believe they would take off their blouse, right? Their blouse had their rank on it, right? Take that shit off wearing a fucking brown t-shirt like this. Like, what's up? Let's go to the back of the barracks, right? We're gonna go fucking fight right now, right? We're gonna go catch a fade. We're gonna go fucking squabble. My fucking laptop fell down. Anyhow. So, now that I have some movement up in this motherfucker, right? Big ass shoulders, right? Yesterday my wife told me, hey, scoot over, you're pushing up on me. I said, hey, girl, hey, G. I'm sitting perfectly upright, girl. These fucking shoulders are protruding. I'm glad you noticed. Thank you. Gracias a ti. So, back to the message. The fucking good one, right? They would take their uniform off. They'll beat your fucking ass up and down the back of the barracks, right? Kind of teaches you like, ooh, man. Ooh, you don't want to fucking play around, right? But it also teaches you, hey, they don't give a fuck about the rank, right? Because it's not about that at all. Nowhere near that. Money. Money can cloud people's judgment. Right, money is a facade, right? That's technically paper. I'm talking about a piece of cloth in uniform. I'm talking about paper now. It's just a little piece of paper. But you'd be surprised the lengths that people go to for that piece of paper. And let's keep it real. Criminal activities, pushing dope from the southern border, from fucking China. Let's keep it really real. Preach, Hector. It's not politics, it's the truth. Let's talk about fentanyl coming from China to Mexico, getting pushed up the corridor, the little plazas I be knowing, and getting dispersed throughout everywhere. That's money. That's plenty of money, right? Plata or plomo. The big homie said it. Pablo Escobar. Is that good money? Fuck no. You're going to end up in federal fuck me in the ass prison. For sure. You're going to end up with your head fucking chopped off. Man, I seen a video the other day. I told myself I was going to stop watching these videos. Fucking light just turned off. Son of a bitch. They're going to come here and get me. It's PTSD. Shout out to Nick Madden's law firm, right? ProPublicSafety.com. Tell him Hector Bravo sent you. Based out of the LA area. If you've been injured on the job or you think you've been injured on the job. Public Safety. So, money, right? That's money. How about being a correctional peace officer, Hector? They make over $100,000 a year. It's advertised. It's well known. Look at those COs. Ooh, they be making us jealous with all their big lifted trucks, their Beamers, their Benzes, right? Their wives, their mistresses. They be got it going on, those motherfuckers, right? Look, man. When I came out of the army, when I came back suffering from PTSD like a motherfucker and substance abuse, alcohol and drugs, I was collecting unemployment. That was roughly $600 bi-weekly. Or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Bi-monthly. Twice a month. By like 600, 600, 1200. Fucking half of that was going to my Toyota Tundra that I bought myself as a gift, right? That I no longer have because of my mistakes. Decisions, right? Decisions. So, I was fucking living low, man. Low bottom. Crashing out at tweaker pads. Straight up. Living in my truck when my parents gave me the boot because they could not handle what I was... Nah, that was fucked up. I would say they cannot handle what I was going through. They cannot handle the bullshit that I was putting them through, in other words. Straight up. Straight up. They had no control over that. At the time, I had no control over that. No, it's not an excuse. It's what I went through. I had no money, man. I had no money. It's kind of funny how I had no money, but yet I was always drunk and high. It's a trip. I remember that too. Like, I ain't got no motherfucking money. But I'm always fucked up 24/7. The whole year 2005, I was fucking drunk every single day. Did not skip a fucking beat. Living in my truck, my Tundra. Crashing out at chicks' pads. Not because I wanted to hook up. Because I wanted to take a shower. I wanted to wash my clothes. Like, that's what the fuck I was doing. Right? Then I become a CO. Moved to San Diego, right? You guys know where Centinela is? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. The Imperial Valley, my hometown. Okay, I could afford now to move, to leave. I did. I moved to La Mesa, a one-bedroom apartment. Hey, look at that. Made a little bit more money. Moved to an apartment in San Diego, no less. Probably can't do this shit now with these ridiculous prices, but this was back in 2007 when I made the move. Making more money. Bought a townhome. Bought a first townhome. Okay, cool. Fuck, look at you, Hector. Used to be fucking living on the floor. Fucking look at you now, man. Townhome. That's money, right? Bought my wife an Infinity. Like, oh shit, you're doing it, bro. You're doing the, what do you call it? The typical, or the the standard, the golden standard, man. You're doing it. Promote to sergeant. When I promote to sergeant, I bought a big ass pad. Half the price of what it's worth now. Big ass fucking pad. Right? And it was only me and my wife. More money. Nicer things in life, right? Materials. Materialistic things. Promote to lieutenant. Okay. Get some new whips. Get some new vehicles. Going out to eat every day. Again, man, that's just money. Didn't see it then, but I see it now, and towards the end, my quality of life was fucking absolutely horrible, man. You see how bubbly and energetic and fucking talkative I am? You see me back then at a family gathering, at a fucking friend's party, I'd just be quiet, man. Quiet, like a fucking weird person. Because I just didn't want to talk. I didn't want to say nothing. Like, I wasn't happy. I was always thinking about work. Thinking about, am I going to get fucking fired for doing the right thing? And again, this doesn't just apply to corrections. This is fucking the truth. Like, across the board. You could be in a fucked up spot making a lot of money. Right? I already told you. You could be running dope back and forth, up and down fucking Fresno to Mexico. But, I mean, you're making money, but you're looking over your fucking shoulder. That can't be a good fucking feeling. I know what it's like to look over my shoulder. You get the gist of things, man. I chased that money. I got clouded by the money. And I hear it and I see it now. And I'm just keeping it real with you guys because I'm a realist, right? Till this day, I still have people asking me, and I'm not knocking them. Hey, Hector, have you heard anything about the new contract? Have you heard anything about the new contract? Meaning the CCPOA union contract with the state. Have you heard? Are we getting another raise? Are we getting another raise? And that used to be me. Because I was seeing small. I was seeing an inch in front of my fucking face instead of the whole picture. We're going to get another raise. We're going to get another raise. Another raise? Haven't you just noticed I've been exposing the fucking California Department of Corrections for the last fucking 6 months on YouTube? Right? You can keep worrying about money, but the problems are just going to expand, right? It's almost like you're suffocating yourself. And they know it up above. Hey, let's give these guys some money, man. They shut them up with some fucking money. Hey, sit there, bitch, and shut the fuck up. Bah! Right? Don't you know who I am? Big Daddy Gruesome Newsome. Think about what I'm telling you guys, man. It's the truth. What do they say? Those that would sacrifice liberty for security deserve neither. Right? You are just living in a facade of false security. False sense of security is what it is. I have all seen people get fired for nothing, for less than nothing. And you go from having it all to losing it all. That's fucking sucks. So be cautious with the money. Again, piece of paper. Power. Oh my golly gee, power. I'm going to speak for green and blue on this one, right? Because I was a lieutenant, little title. Those were not quotations. I don't know what the fuck that was. But I talked to a lot of dudes, man. Talked to a lot of inmates. Guys that ended up in the hat. Guys that ended up in bad standings due to strictly politics. Had nothing to do with bad paperwork. Had nothing to do with making a wrong move on their end, right? Blue side. Strictly abuse of fucking power. Let's keep it real, Hector. Don't hold back now, man. You're fucking balls deep. Strictly abuse of power. I saw it. What am I supposed to say, man? Hey, you're right, Toker. Man, you sure fell for that one. Like, I almost felt fucking bad for the guy. Like, hey, man, you can't see it. You see it now. You fucking see it now, but you couldn't see it then, right? I saw pattern after pattern. Oh, another one. Oh, another one. Where's the dude from Calipat? Oh, dude from Centinela. Oh, fucking, like, they would come over. They would come over to Donovan and fucking all heartbroken, confused. Like, how the fuck, I got duped. Right, I got duped. Well, your boy Hector Bravo got duped. Same exact way. It's all a fucking facade, man. It's all a fucking facade. Like, I used to think one time, as naive as I fucking was, man, I'm gonna promote to warden. Well, my first goal was to be a CO for 30 years, right? So I started seeing Rodriguez do acting sergeant above me. I'm like, oh, I can't have that. I can't be having that shit right there. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a warden, and I'm gonna change the system. That's not the truth. It's not the truth at all. Wardens don't have the fucking power to change shit. Right? Nothing. I don't know if you guys understand that. Ain't no motherfucker changing anything. Right? Because they're taking orders from above them. It's power. Now, I'll tell you what. When people asked me, my superiors asked me to do some stupid fucking buffoonery, unethicalness, I would tell them, no, I'm not doing that. Right? Yes, it cost me. I went under investigation for insubordination. I never got found guilty of insubordination. They always deemed it as unprofessionalism or some bullshit like that. But I always wonder, like, how easy it is for me to tell these fucking people to fuck off. I'm not doing that. But all of my peers, everybody else is just following like fucking sheep. Like, it's just mind-boggling. Right? Like, I don't know if they're afraid of losing it all. I don't know. I can't think like that. That's not like the way I think. Did I have a title Yeah, lieutenant. That was the fucking title. Not one time did you ever hear me say, "Oh, I'm a lieutenant." Guys, you better listen to me. I couldn't even fucking fathom that, right? Did I have power? I had some fucking influence, I'll tell you that much. I had the power of, hey, whatever I told the officers and whatever I told the inmates is, hey, I'm telling them something. I'm telling them for a reason. And this is what the new thing is, right? That is power because I'm technically the messenger. Money. I'm making a lot of money. The fucking lieutenant, man. What I did was rare, man. Rare. Lieutenants don't walk away from jobs like this, let me tell you. But I couldn't take it anymore because of all the shit I just told you. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. There was a sergeant at Centinela back in the day. And, yeah, I'm going to say back in the day. I don't care anymore. All right, when I was working there, 2008-ish, 9-ish. He was my visiting sergeant, right? He was all right. He was all right. When I say all right, I just mean all right. Wasn't bad, wasn't outstanding. He's all right guy. He got onto the squad. He got onto the ISU, Institutional, whatever the fuck, Service Unit. I don't know. I was never in there. They get those black patches, right? The goon squad. And I was in C6 working in the back. ADSEG, literally the back. And as an officer, you know, you escort inmates. That's what you do. You escort them to the shower, to the yard, to interviews. And I was escorting this inmate to the interview to go talk to that sergeant. And this motherfucker had barely got like fucking 3 days in on the ISU. You had the inmate sitting there in handcuffs, right? I don't know if he was in handcuffs or in waist restraint. Probably in handcuffs. He was in handcuffs, right? It was quick. And he's like, "Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you know what this means?" And in my head, I'm like, "Oh, no. No, bro. Pump the brakes. Abort. 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 Woo!" "Do you see this?" That inmate, oh man, looked at him. I can't remember if it was like a Mexican or a white dude, right? My next story, it was a white inmate for sure. This fucking guy looks at him like, yeah, I said, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "This means I'm ISU. This means I'm somebody." Oh, fuck, I gotta man down. Right? That's me. I can't. That inmate looked at this fucking guy like, "Get me. Have you lost your fucking mind? Take me back to my cell right now, you fucking idiot." Right? And I was like, didn't blame the inmate. I'm like, man, poor guy, right? Poor sergeant. Like, you fucked up. What the fuck are you thinking, right? And if you're new and you think a cloth badge, right, with your Punisher sticker, your thin blue line, your backpack, your beard, you think that cloth badge is going to save you from an ass whooping? Oh, shit. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. I said that, right? Same time frame, same ISU goon squad. I mean, it must have been this type of shit had to have been plaguing that fucking unit at the time. The lieutenant would eventually go to OIA, right? Again, was he a bad guy, Hector? I never had a run-in with those two individuals, right? Maybe other people had, but I didn't. So to me, they were all right. A white guy, man. He looked like he was on his way to be a somebody, if you know what I mean. Like, a white guy, right? Like, he looked like he was about to be a somebody, right? He was that type of guy. And he's in the back. I escort him to the conference room in C6. He's in fucking handcuffs. The lieutenant right there, like, these motherfuckers that just got on ISU. I'm telling you, the power goes to their fucking head. They lose their minds, right? Because I knew them one day before. They were not acting all hard and high and mighty and hard chargers. Like, who the fuck are you fooling? You're not fooling me. You're not fooling the inmate. I think you're fooling yourself, but what the fuck? Hello? Oh fuck, I feel embarrassed telling this fucking story. This lieutenant thought, because he put on the black patches, he became the ISU goon squad, that he told this inmate, he thought the inmate was going to rat. I just told you he was on his way to be a somebody. He's like, hey, man, give me some information. Oh, fuck. You don't tell an inmate that, man. You don't tell an inmate like that. Man, who the fuck do you think you are talking to some... You gotta know where, who, what, where, right? Your surroundings. Like, ooh, this oxygen is a little more tense than this oxygen over here, right? Like, this air is a little bit more crispier over here, right? Motherfuckers can't read shit. He fucking tells the guy, you're going to give me information. That fucking inmate looked at him like he wanted to kill him. I was like, oh, man, G. He's like, hey. Like, pretty much told him to shut the fuck up, knock it off, and take him back to his cell, right? Well, that lieutenant didn't do that. He doubled down. He said, hey, man, I'm a lieutenant. I can call some shot. The motherfucker must have watched Training Day one too many times, man. Motherfucker thinking he's Alonzo, right? We going to the office? You're in the office, baby. Right? Anyways. He fucking tells him again, man, I'm a lieutenant. I have the power to ship you anywhere in the prison. I can do you a favor. I said in my head, I'm like, a favor? We don't do inmates favors. Have you lost your fucking mind? Have you lost your mind? Right, power. I can do you a favor. I can fucking just, tell me a little bit of this.